we're talking about dating older men and how it actually could mess up with your confidence, it touches all of your insecurities, and also how like we're going to basically talk about the negative parts of dating an older man. Everyone always speaks about maturity, which is debatable because maturity, dating younger person. Anyway. Some actually just like the individual, and some are actually, females are actually more compatible with older guys. And for the longest time, I also believed that I still cannot date somebody who 97. I've never dated them, don't think I ever will. The youngest I've dated is a 94. And a 90, well, I've dated I'm talking about when I now make decisions of dating. Not make decisions, but when I'm dating, like high school, grade 9, I was dating somebody in my class. That was not really dating, we're just kids. It's STIs, honestly. But now back to dating. Not many people speak about the insecurities that you face. It's not insecurities that are said by the person, but it's how you are projecting. I used to project a lot, especially in the last relationship I had that had somebody who was older. In that relationship, I would hear people talk, his friends talk about their partners, or him mentioning or partner, this is what they're doing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm still just a CA who is working and earning 2.5. These people are this and that. And that was one of the insecurities, and one of the things that I always question, not to him but to myself, because why is he with me? Because honestly, besides my big mouth and so many opinions and every other thing that come naturally, when all else fails, what do I bring to the table? What justifies him being with me? Because again, when you know that there's another person in the picture, because that was another thing, when you find out that there's another person in the picture and you know that the other person in the picture is doing well. I remember this with my first boyfriend. You'll all know him, always bash him. That's when the insecurity started. Dated this guy, and then boom, he comes to church and is now dating somebody who is older, somebody who's more accomplished, and somebody who knew Uguti, I'm in the picture, but the guy is leaning more towards her because she has the car, she has the money, things that I'm still in high school. That's when I realized the toxicity of dating in somebody who's older and how it affects you. And then when I look at my friends as well, when we'd have conversations, because I was at that time dating somebody who's older, our conversations on dating were different. They would speak about siyahambani house party nabo bani. My boyfriend is at the office, and he was a cop. I was like, not a cop. He was a cop, but I say investigator, so he was at the office most of the time. That's why I'm referring to the office. I'm like, my boyfriend is at the office, and I can't bring along mine because one, he thinks all my friends are kids, and he would call them kids, and I'm like, these people, I'm at their age. Why are you referring to these people as kids? I'm a kid. you look at all of those things, and yeah, and then my nails are nice, guys. Yeah, I know I'm annoying. And then you look at what's this thing? Your childhood is experienced differently because you are now with this older person, because you are with this person that is no longer a child. You're not going to experience everything that a child experiences. Dated a teacher, did not experience school the same way because I was dating a teacher. Not my proudest moment. Probably he's a weirdo because he even married a student, somebody who was still a student, so has a thing for kids, and he's a pedophile. Like, we can label him that because that's what he was. Even married a young person, so you wonder, go to what's up with this person. And again, when I meet his friends, he couldn't tell them what I do because they would question, would he be dating a high school kid? And there's nothing wrong with you as a kid, unfortunately. And at that time, you're projecting, you're having insecurities, you're having doubt on yourself, you have lack of confidence when you're sitting with these people. But it's not on you. This person approached you, at the end. You shouldn't project on yourself, and you shouldn't feel bad for what you are. And I wish I had told myself those things earlier. It was better in the last relationship that I was in because I was more confident. Yes, I would have days when I would see myself, I'd see the kind of women that work with him, that he was with, and I would be like, then there's me. I wouldn't have that every time, but sometimes I would, and I'm glad that that relationship happened when I was now older and I was now more confident. Like, yeah, I don't have money, but I'm a lawyer. I'm a smart lawyer, and I'm great at what I do. I'm a great writer. I'm a great speaker. I'm just good at what I do. And I would have that to lean on. But back in high school, I didn't have that. And so I obviously just have no confidence around this. And it creates some hate and some rifts around women themselves because of how they feel about themselves, unfortunately. And then what else did I want to mention? I also wanted to mention the non-spoken about issue of why you shouldn't date an older man. Statistics, last time I checked them when I was looking at this, speak of how young girls at their first year of varsity start taking ARVs because they've been infected with the HIV virus more than boys, because one, they're dating older people, so older people want to have sex. That's the thing with older people. Older people, they want sex. And most of them have had it for a long time and are now infected, and they come and infect the kids. There's that. So, yeah. I know quite a few people that got their first boyfriend and their first time with an older person, and when they had that, they unfortunately became infected with HIV and cannot reverse that, cannot do anything about that, because it's a choice that they did maybe at their young age. Maybe it was really at their young age, and then you question the issue of statutory rape. What happens then? When do we address that? We really need to come to terms with things like that. And yeah, I would like, my next video, like when I have proper time to do a sit down video, not proper time, but when I have proper space to do a sit down video, and my lighting is back. I'll speak about statutory rape in depth, make you all understand it and how not to be a victim and not to be a perpetrator of it. And if you are, this is a moment of reflection. And yeah, stay away from izingane bafethu. Niyazigulisa. You're creating unnecessary teenage pregnancies with people that don't take care, that don't have relationships with their children, because most of the time the people that sleep with kids usually have serious partners that they take as serious, and hard for them to now take care or be a supportive partner to this young kid that they're sleeping with. Had to now make life go further with this young person that they're sleeping with, because they have the older person that is doing well, and they now have to weigh their options and to live life on the edge of one day this person will weigh his options. It's one of the worst things that you could do to yourself, and it's one of the worst things as a person that you do to somebody who you claim you love, because you'll claim you love these kids and they make you happy. It's not even kids, it's even somebody who's 20 and you are 40. Questionable. What have you been doing in these 20 years? Yes, some of these relationships flourish. Some of our grandparents would date older people. My mom was with my dad. It's not the oldest, because my dad is the same age as Mamukulu. Mamukulu is what this year? 54. Not sure, 54 or something. 54, 53. I'm really not sure. And my late dad would have been 54, whatever, this year. And then 1968 Ubaba. Uma 1972. 73 rather. I always say 72 and she's always angry at me. Cookies. Anyways, yeah, I hope that you guys take a moment of reflection and let me know, share your experiences on dating an older guy, and maybe give advice to somebody who's younger on why they shouldn't date an older person. Because I still maintain this, it messes with your childhood. You don't get to enjoy the high school sweetheart stage if you want to date. You don't get to enjoy the, oh my gosh, it's a thrill, I'm starting to date a person, we're both scared, we're both this, we're both that. You miss that stage. You only see it in movies. You don't get to be a child in your childhood, and that sucks. Guys, good night and have a great day. Do give some advice to a younger person in this video who's watching. Tell them why is it not a good idea to date an older person.